Hey, friends, welcome back to the AI Limit Platinum Guide. And today we continue in the sewers and, of course, we'll get all the trophies and all the quests again. At the end of the sewers, we will actually find a way back to the store. And that's where we'll start in the next video. So friends, give a thumbs up, subscribe, and let's get started right away. We start from here at the checkpoint and first go all the way to the right along here. And up the stairs here. Following this path first is not the main route, but a small side path. And there we can also meet the doctor. That's why it's important to go this way to advance his quests. So run straight through here, not over here, but continue to the right and take care of the enemy here. And down here, you can actually use electricity already. I'll let you know when you want to switch back to fire, because here it comes. Actually, almost only robots at first, so go all the way up here. And the doctor then closes the door behind here. And it's already mysterious what might have been behind it. But maybe we'll come from the other side. Okay, we'll have a complete conversation with the doctor. So you can further advance his quest line, and you can also start crafting boss weapons in the village. Make sure to take the Shimmering Quartz with you. Then we can continue down the middle and all the way at the bottom on the right side. There's another yellow robot, so take care of it and grab the loot there as well. It's right here in the corner on the right, and there it is. Head over there, buff yourself a bit with lightning. Maybe you can be quite strong if you make the right moves, but otherwise go in with a special attack. It shouldn't really be a problem. There's a lot more of this coming. So grab the item back here, and it's a transformation fragment. And from here we can simply continue. Just follow the main path back here. We already see an item. We'll grab it right away. Then drop down here, get the pure crystal, and then head right. This is basically the main path we're following now, and we'll run all the way through here. Because there's something important in the corner here that we definitely don't forget, so we'll also take the crystal bone here. Go left around the corner here, and then you'll come to a rusty door. There's a note hanging there. You can read it if you want, but you don't have to. Notes aren't relevant at all, but they do give you a bit of info about the story, which is really very cryptic, I must say, but quite well done. Actually, you could write in the comments what you think about a lore video on AI. I had already considered that. Yes, friends, definitely take care of the enemies here, and watch out for the ones with the pickaxe. They can really deal a lot of damage. So be a bit careful. Take out the one in the back as well, and grab the climb, the diamond here. Then we continue, and we can simply follow the path here, and turn right. There we find the main door and the main path, so to speak, and we can just walk straight through and, yes, come in here. Here, they are already fighting each other. Make sure to take out the flamethrower guy relatively quickly. Otherwise, he can deal quite a bit of damage. And back there, we have another yellow robot, so be a bit careful again. With the right moves, it can deal a lot of damage, so try to take it down as quickly as possible. Piercing and lightning charge are, of course, super effective. This guy here. And once you've done that, then we can continue on. Continue straight ahead through here. And over the pipes here, make sure you don't fall off and don't get stuck. Just keep to the right here. And then we'll soon find the next branch that we can use as a checkpoint. It's an early branch, but the next one is very, very far away. So, upgrade and level up. If you have anything else to take care of, do it now, because a relatively long path is coming up. And from the checkpoint, head over here, grab the ladder. And then we immediately start on the way to the next branch. Just go straight through here. It glows nicely blue back there. So we'll take the magnetic storm with us. And then down here there's another yellow robot. So be a bit careful. Gear up a bit and take it out. Remember that you can always boost your sync rate by persevering. Of course, a bit of life force, so be a bit careful, but you can actually see it quite well. Because if penetrating is crossed out below, then it would basically destroy you. to say if you use it, it would kill you, so pay a bit of attention to that. The symbol at the bottom right changes if you have too little energy. He just jumps down, takes care of the enemies here. Watch out, they live here and some are at the start. That's why. Try to be a bit careful here. But there's quite a bit of loot to grab here, namely back here. Back left in the corner, we'll first grab the pure crystal and then continue straight through here. And yes, there are still some enemies coming, friends, and soon there will be a little mini-boss. The very first boss. Yes, take the crystal disc, +3, and go, back into the corner here. Take care of the small enemies here again, but be careful with those with the charge, because they can really deal some serious damage, so be a bit cautious. These guys here are always super easy, 1 or 2 hits, and they're done. Later on, there are other necromorphs, friends, and this boohoo, some of them are really crazy with how they attack. And yeah, well, we'll show you that later, so for now, let's just head straight through here and grab the first boss on the right. This is boss number 1, who just appears here as a regular enemy, and we have to take him down, because there's a very important item, namely Earth, with which we have our Prankley. So definitely just take out the boss here. Mini-boss in the form of a regular enemy, and yeah, be a bit careful there. Of course, you naturally deal significantly more damage than at the beginning. You might be able to take him down quite well, knock him around, but he actually has 2 more enemies with him, so be a bit cautious there. Then I cast the lightning, of course, and pierce through one. Always good, and then he is taken down relatively quickly. We get his console key. We actually use it quite late. So, remember it. We definitely have it in our inventory already. Did you grab some swamp here? And especially the soil from Gossenheim, which allows us to increase our potion charge. But it will really take a long time before we even reach the checkpoint. So friends, let's continue from here and then go back to the main path. And then head right here. A few robots are coming your way now. Go through here, and you'll see them right away. Just follow the corridor here to the end. And back here, a bunch of necromorphs are coming first. Feel free to arm yourself with fire, if possible. Equip that quickly, if possible. I actually still have lightning equipped here, because a few more robots are coming after that. So, take them on now, but be careful, because 2 with pipes are already strong. They can really corner you well. And be a little careful not to break through to the street here. With breaking through, it works quite well, but as I said, they are really strong. We also deal quite a bit of damage, so be a little careful. As soon as one is down, it naturally becomes really easy again, because then we can really slam them to the ground nicely and collect the loot in the back. Once we've collected everything, we continue straight through, of course, and we can proceed here. You see, there's still something lying back there. Just go around the corner here. There are about 3 corpses still wandering around here, and then we get a transformation fragment. Then we go straight through, and watch out, there are 2 yellow robots here. Try to lure only one at first and take them down, one by one. Be a little careful that one goes backward and you can handle the other. Now grab here, because if you fight both, it's pretty tough. So be a little careful to always have just one. Yeah, grab this guy here, take him down once, and then we can continue accordingly. Just go straight through here. And as I said, there are still some robots coming up. And we'll also take down the yellow one here. There are 2 more standing back there. We need to take them down to find the next item here. Are you just running straight through? And back here in the left corner, robots are fighting against necromorphs. You can just step in and it's best to take out the robot because the others are just too easy. So we go through here, take care of the 2 more, and hopefully guard the item here. I actually find it pretty cool that the robots are fighting against the necromorphs. There are some actions later on where a really big battle takes place. And it's pretty cool to watch, especially since you can hit them once. And then the loot belongs to you for all those who die, basically. That's actually pretty cool too. Yeah, go up the stairs, don't miss the item here, namely glowing quartz. And then we can soon upgrade our weapon. From here, go up the stairs, so don't miss that, right? Go up here, get the ladder here. And, yes, then you're in the next area. We come out again at these turntables, and that's where it continues. Watch out for the yellow robots right in front of you. First grab the 20-sided die. And then, it's time to face the robot. Use electricity against it. And yes, be a bit careful. I had a run here. If necessary, just use an oil capsule, because the path to the checkpoint is really long. And yes, we'll take care of that. Go straight through here and get the item back there. And we can also rotate this platform now, and then reach a hidden path, which is really well hidden, I must say, but we'll do all that in a moment. Then go through the door here, and there's a small note from Danny. And now we continue through here and, of course, grab what's back here. The next robot is easily taken care of by the matriarch. And we can proceed here, specifically continue, get the checkpoint, which is right back here in the corner. So go ahead and grab it, because going straight through here would be pretty deadly. There's a big enemy taken care of here, and also the robot. And then you'll reach the checkpoint right away, and then we can take care of a few things here. So you can run through the tunnel and you'll be right at the checkpoint, but for now, we're actually going up here, but feel free to go there already and then just come up here later. Just run through and recharge, because up here there's still a bit of loot that we'll quickly grab now. And yes, back here on the right in the corner is my robot. So as I said, if you just run through the tunnel, not towards the big necromorph, but just through there, you'll reach the trackboard. But definitely, grab the stability up here. We absolutely need to take it with us because we need all the seals. And here on the other side, we'll find something else, of course. I could have taken that with me at the beginning, of course. Hearty Oil Balls. Then just keep going straight through here and you'll reach the control room. We'll have to come back here later anyway to rotate the station. But we can already take out a few enemies here and collect some blood. You could have rotated the station here already, but we'll have to come back here shortly anyway. There's a really well hidden secret path there, which is really hard to see or find. But first, make sure to get the agreement here in the control room, man. The mini bombs. And here's the switch. As I said, we won't press it just yet, but it's not a big deal. You can also press it now. It doesn't really matter. We'll have to go through the elevator later anyway. But for now, we're going back because we want to reach the checkpoint and also kill the big beast back there, to loot some serious points here. And there's another item we definitely want to take with us. So just go through the pipe here, and you automatically come out at the checkpoint, so to speak. And now, under no circumstances, go straight ahead. Friends, that would be really bad. Don't continue straight here. That would be really bad. Here on the left in the pipe, there's another fire arrow or something like that. But we don't really need it. I didn't pick it up either. Feel free to grab it. But let's go back here once. And now that we have full potions, we can of course face the enemies back here. I would quickly take care of the robot again if I were you, so we can pass through here. And yes, back here in the corner, there's a really big necromorph. And we have to take it down. And watch out, it has 2 or 3 small necromorphs with it, so be a bit careful, just run straight through here. And you'll see the part lying on the ground back there. Take care of the enemies here. And yes, it somehow pinned me right there. Couldn't see anything anymore, just kept going at it the whole time. Yeah, no idea. You're a son. I don't know, but somehow it took a lot of damage then. Well, we get Glimmering Diamond, Hearty Oil Balls, and Transformation Fragments here. All good things that we obviously need to become a bit stronger, yes, friends. And from here, we can of course continue on. Just turn around and then run back along the path here. And now we're actually going to head to the control room first, once you've finished everything here. You can also go back to the checkpoint to refill your potions if you like, depending on how you're equipped. But now, head to the control room and here we press the switch, yes, to rotate the circle in the middle. Since the enemies here aren't particularly strong, it doesn't make a difference. Whether we do everything first or go back and forth, definitely push the switch here and use the console key. And yes, then we can go into the elevator back here and go to the next floor. you see. It's rotating now, and now friends, very important, turn around once in the elevator. And here is a well-hidden secret passage, namely, we have to jump out of the elevator here, and it's really hard to see. There's also a glowing diamond here. And you can then follow this entire pipe. Follow it once more and you'll come to a small, secret area. Just walk straight through here. And back here you can also grab the Resonance of the Present, which is also a very good item. So definitely take that with you and then climb up the ladder back here. Yes, friends, and it's really hard to see. I also passed by this secret passage the first time, then went back up. And I thought to myself, there must be something else there. Yes, and when you arrive here, then we can continue and first, let's make sure we switch to the flamethrower, because a lot of necromorphs are coming now. Run all the way through here and knock down the ladder, which serves as a shortcut to the checkpoint, in case you die now. Because a lot, really a lot, are coming now, and yes, the flamethrower is definitely the best option. That's why we use it. Go back here once and fall down through the pipe first. And there you can already see a real cave, a real nest. So go in there, boost yourself up beforehand. And here are those creatures. Again, that want to poison you, or rather, infect you with the plague. Through penetration. And you really have to be careful again to have relatively full energy before the penetration starts, because you'll get it here one way or another. So, you have to be careful as quickly as possible. Kill the two big ones here so you don't miss the penetration. I could of course take care of the small costs everywhere here, and we find a lot of good stuff here and in the house. A good one is now. That's why you grab the glowing diamond fragment here, and here's a short convention. And yes, then, we've already taken the best items here and emptied the room once. Grab the fragment back here, and then use the ladder in this room to get out again. And then we're basically up here on a platform. Yes, and now we're going up once. And here we continue in this area. We've cleared below, and now we jump back over here into the area, and don't forget to hop, friends. And yes, then we can take the ladder up here and basically continue following the path. It's all a side path, so if you hadn't jumped out at the elevator, you wouldn't discover this at all. And that's pretty cool, I must say. So go along here, push yourself up again, ignite yourself. This is where the game really starts again. There are also some of these tracks, so be really careful. And back here there's a really wild guy. Take him out quickly. Watch out for the penetration gauge so you don't get too much of it. If you don't have full energy, definitely take a fire potion before you kick in the penetration. And then you can collect all the stuff here. Transformation fragment. Here we find some alcohol, and back here on the left in the corner, there we find a climbing quartz, and can then open the door here. Yes, friends, and that was actually a simple side path that brought a lot, and where you can also miss a lot. Just run back now, and with that, we've pretty much completed everything. We need to go down here again once along, because we just turned the part in this station. That's why we can go back here once and now take a short different path due to the rotation of the station. So just walk through here and you'll come out at the station below again. And of course, the enemies have respawned here again. But here we can take another path too. Basically, collect a few more items. The lone robot, the yellow one. It's best to use electricity again now, because only robots will appear here for now, until we go back to the checkpoint, so it's best to take them all out here and walk through once. And then over the rotated bridge to the other side, and here we can go over, and now we can also get an item that is only now available. Basically, and grab it. I take care of the yellow robot here and down in this basin. You can definitely still grab something here, namely, if you go to the back and jump down here, you can snag it in the corner and thus get the Chitin Fragment. Having done that, we climb back up the ladder, and then we can continue on from here. Specifically, if we go around here and pass through, there's a secret path at the back. Pretty tricky, a secret path within a secret path. And we reach it by walking over the pipe here. Then just follow the pipe completely, and you can fall down again into a broken pipe. And there's something very important in there, namely climbing nonsense. Specifically, 2 pieces. Also, make sure to go up with fire and enter down there. Watch out, there are a lot of necromorphs, so be really careful when you go down here. I'm just recharging my sink a bit, apparently, yes. You could have also used penetrating weapons. That directly increases the sink. And then, we go in here, friends, and there are quite a few. So take them all down and be careful. Once you've taken care of all of them here, grab the resonance of the present. And there's actually something else down here. If we keep going straight ahead, we're in the swamp here. And here on the right side, watch out, a giant Reconnectron. Take it down again and clear the obstruction at the entrance, where we basically have to go through. That should be doable if you keep using your special attacks. You should have him down quickly. You can then proceed further into the sewers here. Go through here and make sure to grab the glowing diamond. Do you come out down here? And here is the hidden enemy, where the whole journey pays off. And, yes, it's really well hidden. So, grab that and you'll get another dew essence. It's very important that we have them all so we can fully charge our potion slots. And thus also earn the trophy for complete healing. Did you grab the transformation fragment back here? And then we can actually use the broken branch to return to the checkpoint because there's nothing else here. Yeah, friends, and then we can continue. And now it gets pretty tricky. Now comes the first really tough boss. But before we tackle that, we'll first head to the flooded street in the forefield. Into the sunken city, where the merchant is on the roof. And we'll give him the new merchant card we found. And thus, he's happy and has new items in his shop that we can of course buy. But we don't need anything new right now, so we can actually head back to the checkpoint and receive our flame diamonds for that. Yeah, then we actually travel back again, specifically to Gossenheim, and of course, wait a moment, we first go to the makeshift camp. We found an earth item, and we can exchange it for the next potion, friends. Just go to the guy, hand over the earth item. You know the drill, we've done this several times now, and you'll get a new potion in return. And then we can, of course, just head back to the checkpoint and continue playing. We have the potion in our pocket, go back to the checkpoint and then we basically teleport back to the sewers, and we can, of course, still upgrade our gear and increase our tank, but ultimately, once we've done all that, we head back to the hunting grounds. And here comes the first really strong boss, but you almost can't defeat him yet. We'll fight him later in 1 or 2 episodes. And you're actually supposed to die here, so you can try to defeat the boss. But it will probably not be possible. And you will end up dying here one way or another. And when you die, you basically wake up in the prison. And then it continues from there. You see, I fought a bit, but it really doesn't make sense. She's really strong, even later on. I'll show you when the time comes, how we get there. You wake up in the prison, then you naturally talk to the young lady. And she asks you in the end if you want to basically break out, to put it briefly. And you say yes, of course. And then you basically have to counter the robot's shot here. So, use your counterspell to precisely counter when he shoots. And then he breaks down back there, and thus you are free. And the prison cell moves down, and you can then, yes, continue playing here. The only problem is, friends, there is no checkpoint. So if you die, you do wake up here again, but you can't use the checkpoint. Use it to upgrade your crystals. But yes, the level isn't that big. I'll go through all the dialogues with her again and then head out here. It continues here when we go up the stairs. And of course, some robots appear here. That's why you should definitely use electricity as a buff here. to be able to take out most of the little robots. So we start here, have completed most of the robots, and of course we get the electrification here. And then we go down here, friends, and down here you can really farm well. These things actually give a lot of points, and there are very many of them, so the quantity really makes a difference here. And if you feel like it, you can farm here later, but only after you've unlocked the checkpoint. Very important, because otherwise it's useless here. The funny thing is that they all explode. When you go down, it goes very quickly. You get 2,000, 3,000 points. You really can't farm badly here, friends, but only later when the checkpoint is basically on. So let's continue and head out here. Let's grab the climbing quartz. Then we go back up the ladder here, friends. And we have about 10 minutes left until the level ends. So let's walk along here. And there's still a bit more to collect. Grab the next robots here. There are quite a few and they are guarding an item up front. So take them all out one by one. And then continue in this area. Buff yourself up nicely and dive into the action. Once you've taken out the last robot, you can of course collect the item here. Right here. Machine parts. Then run left along here, and of course the next robot will appear as soon as we turn the corner. And we'll take care of that one too, and then we'll reach the first real shortcut that we can unlock right away. So just a little further and we'll go along here and straight through to the back. Grab the robot on the right here, take care of the corner quickly, and then go straight through here. And grab the item that's lying back here. Take that with you. It was just a note, okay? Yeah, we don't really need it, but we'll definitely go down here. And down here, you can open the shortcut. It's best to take care of the robot here first, but there's a small door on the right. We can open the shortcut to the checkpoint, there, which we can't use for upgrading. Machine parts +5, the robot isn't that strong, so we'll quickly take care of it. And then unlock this shortcut down here. It's very important to do this now because a really tough Necro enemy is coming up. And it's super strong, so run back here to the ladder and get a bit higher up. Down here, a few normal enemies will appear before we fight the big boss. And it's not even a boss, just a regular enemy, which is funny. But anyway, run through here, take out the enemies or leave them standing, whatever you prefer. You want to, but make sure you don't get caught and taken out by the exploding robots. Here, continue through the rest, and at the end, there's a ladder. You can fall down here, and friends, it's really strong, so be careful and maybe lure the first one away a bit to fight it alone. And remember, they should be able to give you a bit of protection now and then. They break relatively quickly, but keep a good eye on the pillars. They are always quite useful for luring the enemy away from you a bit. And above all, take care of the other two first, because it gets really nasty if they all come at you. After that, take care of the big guy. And as mentioned, it's best to stay a bit behind the pillars and try to hide there. And that actually works quite well. And there you can at least recharge your sync rate or power up. Depending on the situation, it works really well with the pillars. And then you can do this calmly. Comment, boost yourselves up, and then go one-on-one against him. And he is really strong. You have to say, for a regular enemy, he's quite tough, yeah. But with a special move, it should work well to knock him down or briefly stun him. He also has a lot of energy, so make sure to stay on him and kick in the breakthrough, because that will really take him down a notch. And yeah, don't be too greedy. Friends, he really is something. He deals a lot of damage when he makes the right moves, and yeah, also the shooting, I find. Personally, it's not so easy to express. In any case, we keep staying there. And then, he should be taken care of. And we get something very important here, namely the rock shaper, and we take that with us. Then go up the ladder here in the back area. And up here are some enemies, but they're all asleep. It's best not to touch them so they don't wake up. At the end here, first grab the item, Resonance of the Prison. and then we run through here. Don't touch these enemies, then they won't wake up. Just run quickly along here and grab this. The countercuts here are in question and back here, on the left in the corner. We can also grab that quickly. And indeed, another fragment, then just continue through. Watch out, a robot is coming up soon. If I remember correctly, yes, the yellow one. We'll quickly take it down, and it's best not to provoke the enemies in the back. It's really unnecessary. You don't really need to fight them. Just run through quickly so you don't suffer too many hallucinations. Then just go straight through and climb up the ladder here. And we're almost done with this section, friends. But there's still a path we need to find now. We'll come out up here. There's another memory, and a note here. We'll take both of those with us, of course, and then we can continue here. And here there's basically a secret path. Back to the village, we get a little memory from the doctor here and can continue directly. We picked up the neutral transformation, and then we go this way. Watch out, take care of the big guy quickly. And then, it shouldn't be an issue, but be careful, he can't be ignored. So really pay attention, friends, to avoid getting caught and losing too much energy. So we go to the back corner and definitely take the steel X with us, and don't be surprised. We also open other doors here, of course. We'll come back here again later. It goes a bit further, of course, but don't be surprised. For now, we're going up this way. We go up here until we see an open door on the right. There it is. And here you can actually sneak up on the guy a bit. And then you can take him out from behind. Yes, keep going. Take him down here. And there are a few more to go here. There's also a checkpoint coming up, friends, and from the checkpoint, we can head towards the village. So go back there and grab the glowing quartz. Very important for the weapon upgrades. And from here, head straight to the checkpoint, just keep going straight through. And then, up the stairs here, so go this way, and all the way up the stairs. And yes, once we reach the top, go through here, and up here is the next branch, and also the next automaton. And let's just head over there, and we can buy the equipment right away, but take your time. First, go in here, and in the back left of the operating room, there's the researcher robe, and here we definitely want to take a stabilizer with us. Then head out here and to the left in the shop, there's more to buy. Bandage and patient clothing. Let's take both, because we definitely need both. And, yes, then we can move on in. Also find the next checkpoint, which is right up ahead. You can already see it glowing. Let's head over there, activate it, and then we can continue here. Make sure to grab the bunny doll on the bed here. Arrisa. This is a very important quest against steel. After we've activated the checkpoint here, we can of course continue here. So now we're going to head out here. Go left all the way to the back, then take a sharp left turn. And you see a crack in the wall. And that's exactly where we can go through now and basically come out right at the village. So, enter the crack here, and with that, we can reach the slum section here where we couldn't go before. Here you can. Also, grab the item stabilizer 3 times. And, yes, now we go back to the village, so turn around, walk straight through here, and then continue along this path. I wanted to make sure to add the ignition again here, because there are a few more human enemies coming up. Go in there on the back left and take them all out. They should be manageable with the strength you have by now. But be careful, they have dual weapons like in Bloodborne and can be pretty crazy if they corner you. So be a little careful there. Quickly take them out and grab the item here, Chitin Fragment, and pick up the glowing carbon. Then continue straight through. And you can climb up the rocks here, and you'll soon come out in the village again, friends. Yes, and this is where we'll continue, in the next video. So, in the next episode, we'll head back to the main path. It's important to talk to everyone in the village again. Maybe you have some earth you can use. You can also buy boss weapons there, upgrade yourself, and so on. We can take care of all that now and then. Continue in the next video, friends. Thanks a lot for watching. You can simply open the door here and you'll be back in the village. And yes, friends, we'll see each other in the next video. I'm looking forward to it. If you're joining again, grab the magnet storm here. Until then, take care. Adios and ciao.